is asleep in the next room. You can see I've stripped the whole bathroom. I pulled up a section of the floor sheeting that had some softness in it, a little bit punky around the toilet and different things there just from over the years. Like I said, it's fairly old. Okay, go pee. And my wife, you saw in the last video, stripped pretty much all the wallpaper. This wall here, they appeared to have some real old stuff glued on the drywall paper. So I did a full coat of white over everything. First I sanded it with the orbital sander, did a full coat of white over everything. So it should give a good coating for the wallpaper to stick to. I'll give you an idea of the pattern there. This is just water activated paper. It's not like the old stuff where you had to apply like a paste glue. This stuff is fairly easy, although it's super delicate. You have to be careful. You can get a trowel for it, but I've just got some water in the bathtub there because I don't have a trowel. Okay, let's get that second piece on. Had to take a quick time out to go wipe a butt. Dad life.
That's deep water that you put into, you make it sticky. That's deep water.
Yes.
See how deep it is.
Don't you get in a mess now.
Deep.
Yeah, that's deep water.
Deep.
Now, it's not as deep as Mr. Wingfield's pool.
What's that?
It's not as deep as Mr. Wingfield's pool.
Who?
Mr. Wingfield. Herbert.
Who?
Herbert.
What does Herbert mean?
You don't know Herbert?
No.
Oh, everybody knows Herbert. Herbert Wingfield.
Herbert what?
Herbert Wingfield.
Herbert Wing.
It's going on really nicely so far. Paintable wallpaper is really nice for a couple reasons. One, your walls don't have to be perfect. So if you're not an experienced plasterer and can't do a real good job, if you're planning on just painting over that, you're going to see all those little mistakes. So it works great. Also, if you don't want to spend a lot of time plastering and finishing, one of the cases here, I just didn't want to have to plaster everything in and sand everything and do a really good job. So it would take a nice bit more time, and it's really, really messy. If you're doing it in a new home, building a new home, not a big deal because everything will be clean. But when you have a running household here, plaster dust gets everywhere. Even if you really bar things off, it's just going to coat the rest of your house. So I'd rather not do a lot of plastering and sanding. Also works well in this case for us because I tend to like stuff that is a little more bland. And my wife, being a little bit more liberal artsy type, likes a lot of color and different things like that. So this is a good compromise because it gives you a lot of texture and something that's kind of cool, as you can see here. Get some paint on there. It looks kind of cool without being really bright. So instead of dressing the room up with some color, bright colors and things like that, you get to dress it up with texture instead. So that way it gets to stay bland, but you get a little spice there as well. He wanted everything in the house white. All walls, cupboards, ceilings, everything. Just plain white. And I think that would work for me as well. I really like just plain colors like that. And as you can see, it is fully covered. The last joint is right there above the door. You can see where it goes from wet to dry. Now we'll let this dry and we can get a coat of paint on. Very happy with it. Saturday morning here, guys, and we're just off because weekdays are tough. My wife works. We're just off to do a supply run. Because we live in such a rural area, you can't get things like toilets or vanities without driving a fair ways, 45 minutes to an hour. So that is the plan for today. Hopefully we can get everything we need so we can get that bathroom put back together.
That burner will find one. I'm trying to fix it out.
Who's in the vehicle behind us? Just one fellow? Debit? And could I pay for the person behind me as well? No, it's probably something like 400.
That's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
What she say? 820.
Yeah.
Patty in there too.
Sick to win. Thanks. Have a great
See
day.
ya. Come on with my sandwich.
Yeah, but where are you going?
What do you mean?
Are we just driving?
I would say so.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Because that's the hardest cut to make and on a full sheet yourself, eh?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Look at that.